Hey everyone, this is Miss Smith, and the purpose of this video is to show you ONET Online. We're going to use this website, ONET Online, for our online career analysis assignment, and we're also going to use it as a part of our semi-formal report assignment. And so it becomes a really important website for us over the next couple of weeks. I want you to, on your own time, if you have some spare time, I want you just to investigate this website because it has a lot of good things that it can do for you. I'll point this out though, where it says attention veterans down here. If you are a veteran and you are trying to figure out how the work you've completed in the military will transfer to civilian work, then this section here will be helpful for you. My next move, okay? It's going to show you those correlations so that you can find comparable work in civilian life. So that's pretty helpful. But what we're going to use it for in our class is to find out industry information about different careers. And ONET Online is one of the websites that exists that provides a wealth of this type of information. So let me show you what I mean. Here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to start by doing an occupation search. Okay? And so you want to base your occupation search on the industry that you are either interested in working in or the industry where you're going to be doing your semi-formal report in. So for the purposes of our career analysis assignment, you can just search for the industry that you're interested in, because the industry you're interested in, whatever you're majoring in, may not necessarily be the same type of industry that you end up doing your job shadow on, and I understand that. But for the purposes of the semi-formal report, you definitely want to go back and you want to make sure that you search for the industry that your report is about. Okay, and I'll show you why in just a second. So you can do both. Actually, you can do both at one time. So if you happen to kind of hit two birds with one stone, that's perfectly fine too. So let's just say, for example, I want to be an accountant. Let's just say, and I type in accountant, right? And then I click go. This is searching for everything related to the field of accounting. And so here, this very first one will probably be what I'm looking for. When you see that it says bright outlook, that's a really good sign. That means that this career field has a bright outlook. It's expected to grow in the coming years. And so let's click on it. So this is where you land once you click on that option, okay? And this is a summary report for accountants. Now I just kind of want to walk you through the type of information that's included here. You'll notice up here under the summary tab, it has different links, and these links will connect to parts further down in the page. Will take you directly to it. Okay, tasks, tools and technology, knowledge, skills, abilities, education, credentials, work styles, all kinds of things, wages and employment, even job openings if you're interested in looking for a job in this field. Okay, so like I said, this website contains a lot of great information. But let's just kind of do a quick stroll through the page so that we can see kind of what the information is. So it starts off with tasks, and this tells you of the tasks that you can expect as an accountant. Now be mindful that only 5 of 15 are displayed here. So when you see that, all you have to do is click the plus button and it's going to display all of the tasks that are relevant to the field of accounting. Okay? And then you can click it again to minimize it. Tools and technology that you would need to use in this career field. The knowledge that you need to have. The skills you need to have, right? The abilities, the work activities you can expect as an accountant. Do we see how this is helpful? It gives you a wealth of information about the industry. I want to point out just a couple of things. Work context is something that can be really beneficial for you in the semi-formal report. Okay? In the semi-formal report, you have to include industry information in your introduction section. So in the introduction, you will have a subsection that is industry information. And so you want to provide information about the industry, and you can get that information right from your ONET page. Okay, you can get that right from here and just kind of pull together information about this industry. You can pull from different sections if you'd like. You also need to provide a graphic. Okay, and so one thing that students tend to do, and I completely think this is a great idea, use work context for the graphic that you need to provide. Okay, so let's say if we click on this, under this category's work context, under accounting, work context section, it gives 21 different things, and it gives percentages in terms of the type of work that you do most often. And so these percentages will allow you to make a really useful chart, right? Like a table that you can create using this information in this section. So let's say, for example, in your semi-formal report, in your introduction, under that industry background section, you have your paragraphs where you're telling us about the industry, and then you have your graphic. Like I said, your graphic can be a table. And let's just say you want to find everything that is 80% or higher. Okay, your work context 80% or higher. All you would need to do then is pull out everything that is 80% or higher from this section and create a table. Okay, that's all you would need to do, and that would qualify as your graphic. So that makes your life that much easier. Okay, if you have questions about that, let me know. It doesn't have to be 80%, it can be whatever number you decide, but that's a really easy way to fulfill that graphic requirement in the semi-formal report. And I also want to point out something else. Just a couple of other things, actually. You can find training, find certifications, find licenses related to this field. And I want to point out that you can also find salary information. So let's say you've graduated from OC Tech and you're interested in a career field, in the career field of accounting, and you move to San Diego and you want to get an idea of what an accountant is paid in San Diego. You can find that information using this section. Okay, it gives state trends, so it provides information by state, and it also provides local salary information as well as median wages. Okay, and here is where it's going to tell you that this industry is growing faster than average, hence the bright outlook. Okay, and then the number of projected job openings through 2024. So that's great information for you to have for yourself, and it's also information that you could incorporate into the semi-formal report in that introduction section. Finally, the thing that is going to make your life so much easier, okay? Let's say I'm using accounting for the semi-formal report. I am doing a job shadow with an accountant. I use information from this page, and I know that I must have an MLA citation of this page to include on my references page, as well as the in-text citation that I will include in the introduction section, right? Okay, all you have to do is scroll to the bottom of the page, click on Cite this page, and voila, here is your MLA citation already completed for you. Just copy and then paste that citation into your references page. Make sure that you have your in-text citation there where you need it, and you're done. You don't even have to create the full format for that MLA citation. All you would have to do is copy and paste. Now here's a thing to note. ONET will give you the number that they use to categorize this job. Instead of using the number, put accountant there, right? Because we just searched accountant. That's why we're going to put accountant there. If you searched educator, preschool educator, for example, you would put preschool educator there. If you searched business manager, you would put business manager there, right? So put the keyword that you used in your search that got you to this page right here. And then the information right here would be your in-text citation that you would use in your introduction, okay? You would use that as your in-text citation, and then you would put the entire citation on the references page. And so hopefully this makes sense, especially since we have gone over documenting sources. But if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask, okay? Hopefully this has been helpful.